Black Phone 2, another Blair Witch, and an Army of the Dead prequel, all on this episode of Spill the Guts.
I like it spooky.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Spill the Guts, where every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I guide you on a 5 to 10 minute journey through daily horror genre news. My name is Clint and I am 1/3 of the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast, where every other week we bring you news, reviews, interviews, and entertainment. It is Wednesday, May 10th, and this just in. The Black Phone is getting a sequel. During his CinemaCon 2023 screening, Jason Blum excitedly announced that there will be a sequel to Scott Dickerson's hit film, The Black Phone. The film producer also shared that he hopes this won't be the last time we see the character of the Grabber on the big screen, as he expects, quote, many more movies to be a part of this new film franchise. We have speculated for a while now if there was going to be a sequel based off the success of the first Black Phone, and although there are no more details to report at this time, a coming sequel is official. If you are curious of what the Spooky Boys of the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast thought of the original, scroll back through our episodes list and give the entry a listen.
Because something interesting happened to you actually at one point in your life. You had an encounter with the Blair Witch.
Yes, that is, a really kind of scary story. She didn't say anything, but she just kept staring, and then she opened up her shawl.
As reported on iHorror.com, the Blair Witch Project makes its return from Lionsgate with Oliver Park directing. The witch herself is said to make a return, and this has us all excited for more time in the Black Hills. According to Production Weekly, Park has been hired to direct a, quote, untitled Blair Witch sequel. The last Blair Witch film from Adam Wingard and Simon Basret left some wanting and sort of even went the extraterrestrial approach at times. There is no word on what the next installment could be going for in terms of direction, but we are hoping for a found footage film that has all the shocks and maybe a little less motion sickness. Okay, before we get to our last story of the day, let's take a moment to hear from our podcast network, the PFPN.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
Last story of the day comes to us from fansided.com and tells us everything known so far about Army of the Dead, Lost Vegas. Whether you're a fan of his or not, Zack Snyder has made himself a home at Netflix. The divisive director debuted Army of the Dead in 2021, and everyone wants to know when we can expect the next prequel, Army of the Dead, Lost Vegas. Snyder has created quite a world for himself, as just a few months after Army of the Dead premiered, a prequel titled Army of Thieves hit Netflix. Though it wasn't a horror movie but rather an action heist film, it follows one of the characters ahead of the zombie apocalypse of Army of the Dead. Lost Vegas was set to come out in 2022 but has yet to release, and no details have surfaced on reasons why. We do know it will be a prequel with a twist, and that twist is that it is set to be an anime series and tell the origin of Scott, played by Dave Bautista, and his rescue crew during the initial fall of Vegas as they confront the mysterious source of the zombie outbreak. Jay Olivia will be showrunning, with he and Zack Snyder each directing 2 episodes. After Lost Vegas comes out, look for the Army of the Dead sequel titled Planet of the Dead. Well, that wraps up another edition of Spill the Guts. Don't forget, you can find the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, or email us at ilikeitspookypod@gmail.com. Remember to subscribe to the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And I'll see you this Friday on another edition of Spill the Guts.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man? Show some fucking respect for the dead, will ya?